Hello learners, welcome to the SWAYAM course of Microbial Technology. I Virendra Kumar Vaishnav, Assistant Professor from Chhattisgarh Swami Vivekanand Technical University, Durg, Chhattisgarh. Today in this session, we will discuss about transformation. Before we discuss transformation, let us do a quick revision of previous lecture. In previous lecture, learned about post-transcriptional modification. Post-transcriptional modifications are processes that facilitate the generation of mature functional RNA. These rapid responsive regulatory mechanisms allow different proteins to be produced from one gene and act as regulation of phenotype and proliferation rate. Primary transcript or intermediate products of transcription undergo alternation to become biologically function. First one 5 capping, 7 methyl guanosine is added to the 5 prime end of heterogeneous nuclear RNA. Removal of the leading phosphate group at the 5 prime terminal by RNA triphosphatase. Transfer of guanosine monophosphate from the guanosine triphosphate group by guanyl transferase. Methylation of guanine by guanine 7 methyl transferase from S-adenosyl methylleonine. 3 prime poly-A tail 50 to 250 adenyl residues are added to the 3 prime end of heterogeneous nuclear RNA. Next, a cleaving of about 20 nucleotides downstream from an AAUAA recognition sequence. Add extension up to 250 nucleotide of poly-A tail generated from ATP by poly-A polymerase. Next is splicing, removal of introns from the hnRNA, also called premature mRNA, while linking the exon to form the mature mRNA. Process involve the hnRNA and additional components, small nuclear ribonucleoprotein, which are made up of small nuclear RNA and proteins, other binding proteins. So, let us start this lecture. In this lecture, we will discuss about gene transfer via transformation. This lecture will cover that bacteria can take up foreign DNA in a process called transformation. Bacterial transformation is a primary technique in molecular cloning to produce multiple copies of a recombinant DNA molecules. Prior to transformation, recombinant plasmids are constructed by inserting the DNA sequence of interest into a vector as described in traditional cloning basics. Transformation is a key step in DNA cloning. It occurs after restriction digest and ligation and transfer newly made plasmid to bacteria. After transformation, bacteria are selected on antibiotic plates. Bacteria with a plasmid are antibiotic resistant and each one will form a colony. Colonies with the right plasmid can be grown to make large culture of identical bacteria which are used to produce plasmid or make protein. So, in this lecture these following contents we will discuss. So, first one is introduction of transformation, definition of transformation, principle of transformation, types of transformation, after that Griffith's experiment, mechanism of transformation and summary. So, here is the bacterial transformation is the transfer of free DNA released from a donor bacterium into the extracellular environment that result in assimilation and usually an expression of the newly acquired trait in a recipient bacterium. This process does not require a living donor cell and only requires free DNA in the environment. The recipient that successfully propagates the new DNA is called the transformants. During extreme environmental condition, some bacteria genera spontaneously release DNA from the cells into the environment, free to be taken up by the competent cells. The competent cells also respond to the changes in the environment and control the level of gene acquisition through a natural transformation process. Transformation is adapted as the most common method of gene transfer, as it is the best way for the transfer of artificial altered DNA into recipient cells. The process of transformation can transfer DNA regions of 1 to 10s of kilobases. Transformation is the process by which genetic makeup of an organism is altered by the insertion of new gene into its genome. So, definition of the transformation: in molecular biology, the genetics transformation is the genetic alteration of a cell resulting from the direct uptake and incorporation of exogenous genetic material from its surrounding through the cell membrane. For transformation to take place, the recipient bacterium must be in a state of competence, which might occur in nature as a time limited response to environmental conditions such as starvation and cell density, and may also be induced in a laboratory. Transformation is one of the three forms of horizontal gene transfer that occur in nature among bacteria, in which DNA encoding for a trait passes from one bacteria to another and is integrated into the recipient genome by homologous recombination. The other two are transduction carried out by means of a bacteriophage. Transformation may also be used to describe the insertion of new genetic material into nanobacterial cells, including animal and plant cells. However, because transformation has a spatial meaning in relation to animal cells, indicating progression to a concerned state, the process is usually called transfection. In transformation, the genetic material passes through the intervening medium, and uptake it completely depends on the recipient bacterium. Competence refers to a temporary state of being able to take up exogenous DNA from the environment. It may be induced in a laboratory. So, here is the principle of transformation. Bacterial transformation is based on the natural ability of bacteria to release DNA, which is then taken up by another competent bacterium. The success of transformation depends on the competence of the host cell. Competence is the ability of a cell to incorporate naked DNA in the process of transformation. Organisms that are naturally transformable spontaneously release their DNA in the late stationary phase via autolysis. Several bacteria, including Escherichia coli, can be artificially treated in the laboratory to increase their transformability by chemical such as calcium, or by applying a strong electric field, also called electroporation, or by using a heat shock. Electroporation of heat shock increase the competency of by increasing the permeability of the cell wall, which allow the entry of the donor DNA. Similarly, transformants can be selected if the transformants DNA contain a selectable marker such as antimicrobial resistance, or if the DNA encoded for utilization of a growth factor such as an amino acids. In most of the naturally competent bacteria, the free DNA bind to the bacteria and the DNA is integrated into the chromosomal DNA. Sometimes the free DNA is inserted into a plasmid which is capable of replicating autonomously from the chromosome, and thus the insert does not have to be integrated into the chromosome. Plasmid encodes some enzymes and antibiotic resistance markers which are later expressed in the transformants after transformation. In this process of transformation, the donor DNA is first inserted into the plasmid. The plasmid containing the donor DNA is then inserted into the competent host bacteria. After the transformation is completed, the bacteria containing the plasmid can be detected either by using a growth media supplemented with a particular antibiotic. So, here is the two types of transformation. So, first one is natural transformation. In natural transformation is a bacterial adaptation for DNA transfer that depends on the expression of numerous bacterial genes whose products appear to be responsible for this process. In general, transformation is a complex, energy requiring developmental process. In the order for a bacterium to bind, take up and recombine exogenous DNA into its chromosome, it must become competent, that is enter a spatial physiological state. Second is artificial transformation. In artificial transformation, artificial competence can be introduced in laboratory procedure that involve making the cell passively permeable to DNA by exposing it to conditions that do not normally occur in nature. Typically, these cells are incubated in a solution containing divalent cation, most commonly calcium chloride solution under cold condition, which is then exposed to a pulse of heat shock. The surface of bacteria such as E. coli is negatively charged due to phospholipid and lipopolysaccharides on its cell surface, and the DNA is also negatively charged. One function of the divalent cation therefore would be to shield the charges by coordinating the phosphate group and other negative charges, thereby allowing a DNA molecule to adhere to the cell surface. It is suggested that exposing these cells to divalent cation in cold condition may also change or weaken the cell surface structure of the cells, making it more permeable to DNA. The heat pulse is thought to create a thermal imbalance on either side of the cell membrane, which forces the DNA to enter the cells through either cell pores or the damaged cell wall. Electroporation is another method of promoting competence. Using this method, the cells are briefly shocked with an electric field of 10 to 20 kilowatt, which is thought to create hole in the cell membrane through which the plasmid DNA may enter. After the electric shock, the holes are rapidly closed by the cell's membrane repairing mechanism. Here is the Griffith's transformation experiment. In this experiment, Griffith was researching the possibility of development a pneumonia vaccine. He used 2 strains of pneumococcus, or also called Streptococcus pneumoniae bacteria, that infect mice, a virulent causing disease as smooth strain, and a non-virulent type R rough strain. The S strain produced a polysaccharide capsule that protected itself from the host immune system, resulting in the host death, whereas the R strain lacked that protective capsule and was defeated by the host immune system. Griffith attempted to inject mice with heat killed S bacteria as a part of his research. S bacteria that has been heated to high temperature, causing the cells to die. The heat killed S bacteria, but unsurprisingly did not cause disease in the mouse. When harmless R bacteria were combined with harmless heat killed S bacteria and injected into a mouse, the experiments took an unexpected turn. Not only did the mouse develop pneumonia and die, but Griffith discovered living S bacteria in a blood sample taken from the dead mouse. He concluded that some factors or biomolecules from the heat killed S bacteria had entered the living R bacteria, allowing them to synthesize a polysaccharide coating and become virulent. As a result, this factor transformed to the R bacteria into S bacteria. Griffith called this factor the transforming principle, concluding that it carried some genetic material from the X bacteria to the R bacteria. This process is known as bacterial transformation and is used in a variety of significant genetic engineering applications. So, presenting pictorial is transformation process done by Griffith. In this pictorial, Griffith injected both S and R strain to mice. The one which was infected with the S strain developed pneumonia and died, while that infected with the R strain stayed alive. In the second stage, Griffith heat killed the S strain bacteria and injected into mouse, but the mice stayed alive. Then he mixed the heat killed S bacteria and live R strain. This mixture was injected into mice and they died. In addition, he found living S strain bacteria is dead mice. So, next is impact of the Griffith experiment on the characteristics of hereditary material is a changing phenotype. Griffith referred to the phenotypic change in factor as the transforming principle. His work on the transforming principle received the most attention, but only after a group of Canadian and American scientists set out to investigate the chemical nature of the transforming principle in Oswald Avery laboratory. Avery's group concluded in their study that deoxyribonucleic acid was the molecule identified Griffith as the transforming principle after conducting numerous experiments. The implications of this discovery are far-fetched because it was made at a time when scientists considered protein molecules to be genetic material. DNA is now recognized as the molecule that encodes all cell functions and transmits genetic information from parent to offspring in almost every living species. In the 1940s, however, DNA was thought to be a less qualified candidate for genetic material. Avery and colleagues' research on Griffith experiment provide the first solid evidence that DNA could be the genetic material. Conclusion of genetic experiment of Griffith experiment. Griffith's ultimate goal was to find a way to cure pneumonia. Griffith inoculated mice with various strains of pneumococci to see if they would infect and eventually kill the mice. Griffith concluded that heat killed virulent bacteria, transformed living non-virulent bacteria into virulent bacteria. He performed his experiment on the two strains of Streptococcus pneumoniae, which differ from each other due to the presence of polysaccharide coat. So, mechanism of transformation. There are 4 steps in transformation. First one is develop of competent cells, second is binding of DNA to the cell surface, third one is processing and uptake of free DNA usually in a 3' to 5' direction, and the last one is integration of the DNA into the chromosome by recombination. The artificial development of competence can be achieved either through electroporation or through heat shock treatment. The choice depends on the transformation efficiency required. Experimental goals and viable resource. For heat shock, the cell DNA mixture is kept on ice and then exposed to 42 degrees centigrade. For electroporation, the mixture is transferred to an electroporator and is exposed to a brief pulse of a high voltage electric field. The double stranded DNA released from lysis cell binds non-covalently to cell surface receptor. There is no DNA sequence specific recognition, thus these organisms can potentially incorporate DNA from outside their species. The bound double stranded DNA is nicked and cleaved into smaller fragments by membrane bound endonucleases, allowing the single strand to enter the cell through a membrane spanning DNA translocation channel. The transformed DNA integrates into the chromosome and replaces the chromosomal DNA fragments by recombination. This integration, however, requires significant nucleotide sequence homology between the donating DNA fragments and the fragments in the chromosome. In the case of plasmid, the plasmid with the donor DNA is inserted during the heat shock or electroporation. The cells with the plasmid can be detected by growing this cell in a growth media supplemented with a specific antibiotic. The presenting pictorial shown the transformation process. Here is a typical process for transforming and selecting bacteria. Especially prepared bacteria are mixed with DNA. The bacteria are given a heat shock which cause some of them to take up a plasmid. Plasmid used in cloning contain an antibiotic resistant gene. Thus, all of the bacteria are placed on an antibiotic plate to select for one that took up a plasmid. Bacteria without a plasmid die. Each bacterium with a plasmid give rise to a cluster of identical plasmid containing bacteria called a colony. Several colonies are checked to identify one with the right plasmid. A colony containing the right plasmid is grown in bulk and used for plasmid or protein production. There is a selection procedure of transformed. In this procedure, we will discuss about blue-white screening. In blue-white screening of bacterial colonies is a popular and effective molecular biology tool often used to detect recombinant bacteria in cloning experiments. Central to this technique is the enzymatic activity of beta galactosidase, a tetrameric enzyme encoded by the laxat alpha gene in E. coli that metabolize lactose to form glucose and galactose. Alternatively, beta galactosidase can hydrolyze a different substrate X-gal resulting in 5-bromo 4-chloro indoxyl with dimerase to form a blue pigment. The phenomenon of alpha complementation has made beta galactoside a powerful molecular cloning tool. In alpha complementation, the detection of a specific fragment of the lag Z omega gene in bacteria resulting in an inactive beta galactosidase is resolved by the presence of a plasmid containing the deleted fragments. In cloning, the plasmid routinely used contain a segment of the lag Z alpha gene, while the E. coli host strand contain a lag Z omega deletion mutation. Thus, during transformation, when bacteria containing the deletion take up the plasmid containing the deleted lag Z alpha segment, functional beta galactosidase is produced. However, if the plasmid taken up by the bacteria is carrying a piece of DNA that disrupt the lag Z alpha gene segment, recombinant bacteria result. Then alpha complementation cannot occur and a functional beta galactoside does not form. To perform blue white screening after transformation, X-gal is added along with isopropyl beta di thiogalactopyranoside, also called IPTG, an inducer of lag Z omega gene expression. The blue colonies contain bacteria with functional beta galactosidase indicating the plasmid taken up during transformation did not contain the DNA of intersection. Conversely, the white colonies cannot metabolize X-gal to produce the blue color because they do not produce functional beta galactosidase after taking up plasmid carrying the inserted DNA and disrupting the lag Z alpha gene. These white colonies contain the recombinant bacteria. Materials required for this experiment: X-gal, dimethyl formamide, double distilled water, isopronyl beta D1 thiogalactopropanoside, screening antibiotics of choice, agar media. X-gal and IPTG. X-gal and IPTG can be incorporated into agar media before pouring into plates or added onto pre-made plates. First is prepare 20 mg per ml X-gal in dimethyl formamide. Prepare 100 millimolar IPTG solution in double distilled water or dilute from a 1 molar IPTG solution. Autoclave the growth medium agar, then cool to 50 degree centigrade, then add 10 ml of 20 mg per ml X-gal solution per 1 ml of media or 2 ml of 100 mg per ml X-gal solution per 1 ml of media. Add 10 ml IPTG per ml of media for a final concentration of 1 millimolar. Add the screening antibiotics, pour plates and allow them to cool to room temperature before use. This usually takes at least 30 minutes. Spread transformed competence cell as desired, incubate inverted at either 37 degree centigrade until blue colonies form. The white colonies cannot metabolize X-gal to produce the blue color because they do not produce functional beta galactoside after taking up plasmid carrying the inserted DNA and disrupting the lag Z alpha gene. These white colonies contain the recombinant bacteria. Next is a bacterial transformation is used to make multiple copies of DNA called DNA cloning to make large amount of specific human proteins. For example, human insulin, which can be used to treat people with type 1 diabetes, to genetically modified a bacteria or other cells. So, in this conclude the summary, in this lecture we studied about gene transfer via transformation. Transformation is the process wherein the bacteria takes up naked DNA. The bacterial cell which takes up the DNA is said to be competent, that is ready to take up the exogenous DNA fragment. The incoming DNA can transform the recipient bacteria only if the DNA is homologous to the recipient DNA and the homologous recombinants occur. The transformation was discovered by Frederick Griffith in Streptococcus pneumoniae in 1928. It was later demonstrated by Oswald Avery, Colin MacLeod and MacLean McCarty in 1944 that the transforming principle was DNA. In next topic, we will cover about bacterial conjugation. In this topic, we will learn about principle of bacterial conjugation, ladder bug and Tatum experiment in Escherichia coli, mechanism of conjugation, example of conjugations. Thus, genetic material is bacterial conjugation is partial and it is polar in most cases, wherein genetic materials moves unidirectionally from the donor cell into the recipient cell, followed by the separation of the cells and further changes in the organization or recombination of the combined genetic material within the recipient cell. Thank you.